Hi, and welcome to this open context short video tutorial. You may have read through some of our search guides before, but for those visual learners out there, we've got this video for you. And we're going to start at the very beginning, aka actually navigating to open context as a website. So we'll do that by opening whatever our favorite browser is. I happen to have Google Chrome in incognito mode, and I'm just going to type opencontext.org in here and navigate to the page. So pretty quickly, Open Context opens up. It has this really cool map with a bunch of different dots on it, which represent different data publications. We can, of course, learn more about Open Context, see some data highlights, and if we want to explore this main page later on, we can. But today's focus is doing some keyword search. So we'll just pick one that appears in a lot of our Open Context tutorials, and that's bone. So let's just type bone in here. This will search the entire website for open context, and it's identified by this really cool little magnifying glass. So, bone. We'll just type it in, hit our enter key. This is making sure that we are not a training bot trying to grab AI data or open context data for training purposes. And so we searched bone. And we can, if we're not sure if we typed in the right thing, we can just check over here to the applied filters, and it lists here that we've got bone as our main text filter. And this is the main page that comes up after we do a keyword search. We'll explore filters in another video, but if you just wanted to do a basic keyword search, this is how you do it. And really important, because we picked a keyword like bone, this really important element of open context is over here in our corner, specifically mentioning that some of the records that came up in our search relate to human remains. And this allows us to turn on the option of viewing human remains. And if we don't want to see human remains, we just don't have to do anything. But now that we've searched for bone, if we want to see what kind of data and materials came up from that, we'll head over to this item records tab, which is the fourth tab over from mapped results. And this returns everything that's available on the Open Context website, including things like API and web services, documentation, that has bone somewhere in its record. So it describes here where bone is for the Open Context website documentation. But if we're interested in other sorts of materials, we're going to want to scroll down. And there's things like documents, locus from different projects on Open Context. And if we wanted to dig deeper, we can. If not, this is just a great example of how many things are available on Open Context when we just search something basic like bone. If you want to try it yourself, go ahead and do so. But thank you so much for joining me on this short tutorial exploring how to do keyword search on Open Context.